He was next door to Gil, and Gil was taking a shower 2 in the morning, singing Broadway show tunes.
Now, there's a lot that doesn't make sense about the story. Why was Gil showering at 2 in the morning?
I don't know.
Why was Billy listening?
I don't know. And why did Gil do side 1 of Into the Woods?
That's
why did
right.
he do the entire? I mean, it wasn't like one song. It's a hell of a shower.
Yeah.
What was so slimy on Gil that he had to do an entire Sondheim album to get it off? That's the question. Ask Gil that. Your boyfriend go. Let him, you and Gil are tweeting. See why he's so dirty. What takes so much loofah scrubbing so you get all the way to the finale of Into the Woods? Into the Woods. Sheboygan.
That was a rich thing.
We did Sheboygan, honestly, because it was the city that we thought we could make work with the swear word.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sheboygan,
we could have gone, Frankfurt. But we thought, but...
It's my hometown. It's where I was born.
There you go.
I was very curious.
Yeah, that's it. Because we could morph seamlessly from somebody saying a swear word into Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And you think it's going to be a swear word. So it was a good joke. Put it in the new motto? Holy Sheboygan. Yeah, perfect. Good. Get to the town father's stat. I'm sure they'll get right all over that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And tell Gilby said hi.
Thanks for watching.
BFF.
It's 2 in the morning.
The hits of the 80s. All right, go.
Hi, what is your favorite part about doing the conventions?
The drugs.
Besides the drugs.
Oh, the prostitutes.
Is you have to take drugs and prostitutes out of it. Favorite part.
Well, fuck, I'd stay home. Like, I wouldn't be like... Sorry, I mean, brother, let's be honest.
If we're not drugs and prostitutes, I'd say Saturday Night Special is my favorite part. It's something that I'm really proud of, and it's something that it wouldn't really exist if it weren't for Rich and Mark Shepard, who really helped make it what it is today. The show.
Stephanie Dizon was a force.
And of course, yeah, Stephanie and creation for
That was a great addition to the weekend. I agree with you, because okay, this is going back to my timeline thing. Who remembers pre-Saturday Night Special? It was speed dating. And how many of you miss speed dating? Be honest, because there's usually some people who miss speed dating, but they also what?
Make me sad. So hands go up.
There's a couple of hands who will go up, but they also. Never mind, whatever joke I was going to make. Put on the back burner, save for backstage. But
they're not robbed.
We hated it because it wasn't long enough for us to connect with anybody. It felt very non-connected. Like if we're doing this, we're trying, at that point we had kind of changed everything. Karaoke party was flying, Fridays were flying. We're trying to do something interesting with Saturday night. And it just, those speed dating things for us, for the performers, felt like we were phoning it in, because you'd sit down, have 2 minutes to try to connect with 10 people, and then had to hop and go somewhere else. And it just felt schlocky, like we weren't giving enough for the buck, like you guys were getting shortchanged. And so we thought we needed something that was, I thought, a better presentation. We had this fantastic talent over here to our left, Rob and the boys. And it didn't make sense to have them be a novelty for 72 hours. Like, let's do something with it. So,
and it's a great opportunity to showcase how many actors in this group have musical abilities.
Which I don't think we knew when we started. Right. It turned out we knew Mark was a pro drummer, right. But we didn't, barring that, I don't think we knew anybody else.
No, we knew you could play bass and he could play drums.
Yeah.
And maybe we knew 1 or 2 people could sing, like Gil could sing, but then it turns out,
And then people got added,
And Brianna, and Kim, I remember Kim was like, you okay, maybe one of these, I might try to sing. And then it turns out she's got this great voice, like so many people.
And then it creates this platform where people who are new to this con circuit come in and just knock out of the park. Brianna was new, that already existed. She came in, was so great. Lisa Berry has taken it by storm. Oscar Chow knocked the lights out a couple of times. It's been really cool to see how much talent exists in a lot of the people who wouldn't necessarily get a chance to showcase it.
Jason Mans.
He did hold a note. I like a little sustain in my singers, but that's me.
The most beautiful voice.
Yeah, I'll tell you what my favorite thing, a serious answer for you. One of my favorite things, I think when the convention started becoming more fun and less work, is when I started hosting and the band started co-hosting because the crap we make up on this stage every morning gives me joy. And I know that it's obtuse and odd and comes out of nowhere, but that's because it comes out of nowhere. We never discuss what we're going to do. We never have a conversation. There's never like, hey, there's a hot topic we should address. Nothing. Robbie's literally snorting corn nuts in the back, and I'm watching disgusted, and then they call our names, and out we come.
Which is hard to do, by the way. No, I'm stuck, guys.
Mopo loves his corn nuts, I'm telling you. You got a problem. Although, I thought you had a problem with corn nuts until I saw you go to town on those M&Ms today. Like I felt bad for the letter M, the way you were destroying them. Unbelievable.
And then it turned green afterwards. I was like, Richie.
I know, you're like, I don't feel good. I'm like, gee, I wonder. Well, let's get a team of doctors in. Oh, no, wait, let's just look at the debris at your feet. Empty boxes of M&Ms.
It hurt. Well, someone gave it to me as a gift in the
Oh, well, then you gotta eat it in 4 seconds.
That's right.
Otherwise...
They're peanut butter flavored. It's all my favorite things. I was crazy. Afterwards, I was like, I did it, Rich. I really did it.
I did it, Rich. Gotta tell me it, Rich. I was gonna snort it, but I'm blocked up with corn nuts. And I can't let anything out because I got so many drugs in my vehicle. You don't have a clue, Rich.
I love you always talking about how I do.
Some of it's gonna be chocolate, some of it's not. Good luck figuring it out. I don't like it either. This is what really happened. I'm just telling you what happened. I think it's gross too. I live in this world.
I love you always try to out me as doing lots of drugs backstage, and you just outed me actually that all I'm just doing is a lot of corn nuts.
But you know, anything done too much isn't right.
That's true.
That's okay. No, I think my favorite thing is just the sort of free form exercise we get to do coming up here in the morning. When that includes the band, it's Robbie and me vamping, but the band's always paying attention to what we're doing and adds nuances to it. It's just super fun. I mean, it's improv at its finest, and Robbie and I come from that world, and it's a really great opportunity to keep those skills tight, airtight.
That's right.
A lot of people are out there going, airtight? Thank you for your question.
You didn't know what you were saying? You don't say.
Do you know what airtight means? Yeah. You.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
So my question was actually for Matt, but since he stood me up, could you guys answer it as Matt?
No.
I'll try.
Show your abs.
No, because I was going to ask him what he's doing now that he's finished General Hospital and is moving on to new and better things.
Right now he's making a Lifetime movie, or a Lifetime program. I know that. That's why he wasn't able to be here. Busy making shows for Lifetime.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to just do my best, man. Just like, I don't know. Sometimes I just like smoke a little weed and just like, I don't know. It's like, all right, I'll take it off.
And scene. You're welcome.
Hi, my name's Jenny. So my question is, if you could play another one of the characters on Supernatural, who would it be?
Demon 4 from episode 1307.
Great character, underrated.
Underrated. One line.
Yep.
Effortlessly done.
Gives a look.
Gives a look.
Yeah.
Dark eyes, you can't really see what the look is, but gives a look.
What do you think of the episode? But that guy.
Oh, God.
For me, it'd be Gabriel.
Yeah.
It'd be Gabriel. Not the trickster, though.
Just the one facet.
Yeah, just the one facet.
When they give you the script, like you're playing, like, no, I'm not.
Nope.
I'm not doing that.
No,
guy.
I'm just Gabriel.
Just that guy.
So then I would be able to fight you in the scene where you play yourself and fight yourself.
And I would direct you to lose.
Yep. And see.
Thank you. You.
Hi. So you two are ridiculously funny.
Thank you.
So I was kind of thinking, you guys had like a talk show or a podcast or something on YouTube or something. That would be hilarious. And I was just thinking, what kind of ridiculous topics would you guys like to talk about?
Well, since we've never thought of it until right now.
I think it would look a lot and sound a lot like our opening.
We're talking about nothing?
We're talking about nothing.
Yeah.
And you say I do a lot of drugs. And say questionable things like, Rob's really hard.
To do with, yeah, I mean, you really made that dirty. I mean, all I was saying is like, you're extremely hard. All the time. to pin down for dinner. You know what I mean? Like you're just it's consistent. Unbelievable. Now I'll be honest. I think you're hard on purpose. I think you make yourself be hard.
Yeah.
To track down.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're very aloof.
Yeah. You've got it. You're really good at what you do. You're good at just pinning things on me and walking away, and everyone eyes turn to me. You have a way where you will say something like that and pin it on me, and then go, wow, look at that.
Well, what do you want me to do, Bob? It already happened. It already happened. I mean, there it went. You're hard.
Yeah. It'll morph into like, Robbie said he was hard. It's not me. Just repeating what the guy's saying.
You go off stage to the band like, here, Robbie's whole. I'm hard bit. Wow.
I get tweeted at, listen, Mr. Mouth.
Mr. Mouth?
Clean up your act.
That's hilarious, Mr. Mouth. I always love when Robbie and I do the morning thing, and sometimes
every single
becomes, like Robbie becomes, occasionally, if you go back and look at the archives, occasionally he'll be the butt of the joke. Occasionally. Not always. It's happened once or twice. Good luck finding it, but it is there. And it'll be great. So talk about the like
me being a drug mule.
You being a drug mule. Okay, so you're a drug mule. And we'll talk a lot about what he has up his shooter, and then how illegal it is, and how he's transporting over state lines, and then we'll go backstage, and I'll say like, Robbie, you killed him with the whole drugs and your b-hole bit, and he's like, I didn't do the bit. I'm the victim of the bit. I've been bitten.
Oh, you're killing it. Killed it today, Robbie, with that whole bit. I didn't do it. I didn't even say a word. It's your bit.
But without you, it's nothing. We're gonna say the mic stand does this crap? No, there's gonna be a human there. It's gotta be you.
Yeah.
The comedy king.
The great thing about it too is like you'll say these things and then people be like, you know, anything's cool. The drugs in your pot. I've got no problem with that. What? I never put. That was a bit. People to this day still think I actually hate birth.
Yeah, but the one thing is, because there's been nothing to prove it to the contrary. That's all I'm going to say.
Except my word.
Okay. Oh, we'll take that, everybody. Please. You know, the thing that's funny is how having done this so many years, the one thing if you want to make sure that we do something continually, ask us to stop. Because that never goes well. You know, I didn't take kindly to the time you did blah, blah, blah. Oh, you didn't, did you? The next day, his whole bit is about that thing.
Yeah.
Somebody got upset that we made a joke about Satan and Billy. And so we insisted that he come out as a devout Satanist on stage. Just because, why not?
Yeah.
It's our 10 minutes, man. That's what we get to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what you asked, but thank you.
Well, it's a podcast, and that's what it would be. That's what it would sound like.
Yeah, there you go.
Our podcast.
Yo.
Hi, this is a question for Rob.
All right.
Is that popcorn?
Yeah.
That's another addiction Rob has.
It's plastic, sorry.
I'm so glad you said that because he was making his move.
I know. So in season 11, Chuck sits on a park bench with Dean, and they talk, and you're eating popcorn.
Yes,
and
I am.
I found out that popcorn is one of your favorite
food. Yeah.
So did they say, hey, you're going to sit on the bench, talk to Jensen, and you're going to eat popcorn? Did you say, I'm going to eat popcorn?
Yeah. They said, well, they had the idea that I should be eating in all the scenes in that episode. So I'm eating Chinese food, I'm eating popcorn, I think I've got a beer, pizza. Anyway, I'm eating. They just thought that was a funny thing.
Is that a Phil idea?
No, I think Eugenie wrote that episode.
Oh, it was already in the script.
Yeah. Actually, it was in the script a couple of times, and then they added more on the day.
Not Phil? Bob?
The one that's you in 20 years.
Tom Wright.
Yeah, Tom Wright. Yes, he's Rich Speight 20 years.
I shadowed Tom Wright. I'm going to keep a pin on I shadowed Tom Wright, first director I shadowed. Tom Wright is a legend. Tom Wright, when you join the Directors Guild, you have to have, now it's 3, it used to be 2, other members of the Directors Guild sign your application to vouch for you. Tom Wright's application to the DGA is signed by Hitchcock. Kid you not. He was Hitchcock's last storyboard artist. He did all of the paintings for Night Gallery, Rod Serling. He was the B camera operator on Apocalypse Now. He's done unbelievable stuff.
Unbelievable stuff.
He's about 5'7", so I think I have him by an inch, maybe. But he's from Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Wears a baseball hat, wears a pea coat, wears jeans and Blundstones,
And
jewelry,
rings.
and like ring. And he's just a badass. 80 years old, out there directing, and he didn't take shit from anybody. It's the greatest thing in the world. And shadowing him with such an education. But at one point, somebody took a picture, and he was standing doing his job, and I was shadowing him, and I was wearing Blundstones, jeans, a pea coat. He has a gray beard, I had my graying beard, baseball hat, and I'm a Nashvilleian, he's a Kentuckian. We have a similar vocal pattern and humor style, and it was pretty trippy. I'm like, he's just a lot better and angrier than I am. Other than that, we're very similar. As you said,
they talk the same too.
I'm aging towards him.
Yeah. You talk the same too. You both have that kind of twang.
Oh, and he had those great stories. He'd be like, yeah, sometimes an actor would come up to me and say, Tom, I don't like the way this scene's blocked. I don't think I'd walk over there. I think I'd walk over there at that point. I say, all right. You should do that. That's what you feel like you should do that. You won't be in the scene, but hell, walk on over there. Makes my days shorter.
Which is this guy. I mean, that's to a T. Anyway, so Tom directed. So I think Tom was like, actually, it was Tom's idea. I think to have popcorn in that scene. He's like, I'm thinking to have a thing of popcorn. So it was his idea, and I was like, I love it. I love that idea. But the problem was like I'd eaten it so much, and I was spitting during the takes, so I had to stop eating so much popcorn. And they were running out of popcorn, so they couldn't keep refilling it. I'm really a fiend when it comes to popcorn. Anyway, so yes, it was an idea that they had that I was immediately like on board with.
And you were wise to bring plastic.
Yeah.
You saved yourself. Smart. Thank you for your question.
Hi, my name's Tim. I have a quick question for Rich, actually. With this being the last season of Supernatural, if you get a chance to do any directing of this season, we kind of touched on this a second ago, would it be possible to have God Smite Earth on the episodes?
Thematically, it makes sense. I don't like it though because I happen to be a big fan of Australia, and anybody who's from Perth is watching right now, you got a friend in me. But Robbie.
It's a good thing we're not, this isn't on camera being streamed across the world. Oh wait, it is. Tim, thanks so much for that. Well, I guess I don't have a say. I'm not directing. The question's for you. I don't have
Listen, here's the thing. I don't write the episodes, I don't get that choice, but if the writers are listening, wouldn't it be interesting enough? For no reason at all, and apropos of no plot point, God smoked Perth.
The great thing about this, and if you don't know, you surely you get it by now, Rich made up this fact that I hate Perth, Australia, which I've never been to Perth, I don't hate anything, and no. But it doesn't matter how much I say that's not true. He goes, or is it? And people believe that. And so people still come up to me, people send us gifts in the mail from Perth. I love Perth, I hate Perth. Why does Rob hate Perth?
Why does Rob hate Perth is the question, and I'll tell you this.
If you Google Rob Benedict, it'll come up, hates Perth.
It does, it finishes it up.
Try.
You get Rob hates Perth. I didn't believe it either. I thought somebody must have made this up. Until I Googled it and realized there's a line of clothing that say Rob hates Perth. And now, if you can't believe a t-shirt, what can you believe?
Just
that's right.
Image search Rob hates Perth and you'll see all the merch all over the world.
So in a way, you're welcome.
If I ever do make it to Perth, you know they're all going to kick my ass. And you're going to be standing there going, well, I mean, you asked for it, buddy.
Well, wouldn't kill you to dial back the vitriol, I get it. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. You.